There's something happening in your body right now that's robbing you of rest, stealing your energy, and leaving you feeling older than your years. You lie awake at 3 in the morning, staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep feels like a distant memory when you're more tired than you've ever been. Your mind races with worries about tomorrow, about bills, about family, about all the things you can't control, while your body aches in ways that feel foreign and frightening. But what if I told you that this isn't just aging, and it's certainly not your fault? Research shows that what you're experiencing has a clear biological cause, and more importantly, traditional medicine from around the world has known for centuries how to restore your body's natural ability to find deep, healing rest. The ancient healers understood something we've forgotten in our modern world, something so simple yet so powerful that it can transform your nights from restless battles into peaceful sanctuaries of restoration. Inside your body right now, there's a delicate orchestra of hormones trying to play a symphony of rest and restoration, but the conductor has lost the rhythm. Your adrenal glands, those small but mighty organs sitting atop your kidneys, are producing cortisol at all the wrong times, flooding your system with stress hormones when you should be winding down. Your liver, working tirelessly through the night to process the day's accumulated toxins, is overwhelmed and calling for help that never comes. Your digestive system, meant to rest and repair during sleep, is instead working overtime to process late meals and accumulated daily stress, creating a cascade of inflammation that travels through your bloodstream like whispers of unrest. This isn't about getting older. This is about a nervous system that has been stuck in survival mode for so long that it's forgotten how to shift into the gentle rhythm of peace and recovery that your body desperately needs. Every evening, without realizing it, you're sending signals to your body that confuse its ancient wisdom about when to rest and when to be alert. That last cup of coffee at 4 in the afternoon is still coursing through your system 8 hours later, blocking the natural production of melatonin that should be guiding you to sleep. The blue light from your television or phone is telling your brain that it's still daylight, suppressing the very hormones that nature designed to make you drowsy. You eat your largest meal of the day just hours before bed, forcing your digestive system to work overtime when it should be resting, creating internal heat and restlessness that keeps you tossing and turning. You carry the weight of the day's stress in your shoulders, your jaw, your racing thoughts, never giving your nervous system the signal that it's safe to let go and surrender to rest. These aren't character flaws or signs of weakness. They're simply misaligned habits that have accumulated over years of living in a world that never taught us how to transition from the demands of day to the sanctuary of night. In the mountains of Tibet, Buddhist monks have practiced for centuries a gentle evening ritual that prepares their bodies and minds for deep, restorative sleep. Traditional Tibetan medicine teaches that the transition from day to night is sacred, requiring specific practices to signal to every cell in the body that the day's work is done and it's time to return to the peaceful rhythm of rest. This ancient approach begins with something so simple that you might dismiss it, but its power lies in its gentleness. As the sun begins to set, the monks prepare a warm cup of chamomile tea, not just for its natural calming properties that studies have documented, but for the ritual of slowing down, of creating a boundary between the activity of day and the stillness of night. They hold the warm cup in their hands, feeling the heat penetrate their palms, and they take 3 deep breaths, each one longer and slower than the last, allowing their nervous system to shift from the sympathetic state of doing into the parasympathetic state of being. This isn't about forcing sleep or fighting insomnia. It's about creating the conditions where your body can remember its natural ability to heal and restore itself through the profound medicine of peaceful rest. Margaret had been lying awake for 3 years, ever since her husband passed away, convinced that her sleepless nights were just part of grief that would never fully heal. She would go to bed exhausted, but find herself wide awake at 2 in the morning, her mind churning with regrets and fears about the future. Her doctor had offered sleeping pills, but something inside her knew that wasn't the answer her body was seeking. One evening, while visiting her daughter, she noticed how her granddaughter had a bedtime routine that never varied: a warm bath, a story, and 3 slow breaths before closing her eyes. It made Margaret realize that she had forgotten how to prepare for sleep, how to create a bridge between the chaos of day and the peace of night. She started simply, with a warm cup of herbal tea and 5 minutes of gentle stretching, telling her body through these small acts of care that it was safe to let go. Within 2 weeks, she was sleeping through the night, not because she had conquered her grief, but because she had remembered that her body still knew how to heal, how to find rest even in the midst of sorrow. She realized that insomnia wasn't a life sentence. It was simply her body's way of asking for the kind of gentle care she had forgotten how to give herself. Your body isn't broken, and you're not too old to find the deep, restorative sleep that feels like a distant memory. What you're experiencing is the result of a nervous system that has been in overdrive for so long that it's forgotten how to shift into the healing state of rest and recovery. The solution isn't found in forcing sleep or fighting your restlessness, but in creating the gentle conditions where your body can remember its innate wisdom about rest and restoration. Small changes in your evening routine, simple practices that honor your body's need for transition and care, can unlock the natural sleep that's been waiting inside you all along. This isn't about perfection or dramatic changes. It's about returning to the simple truth that your body was designed to heal, designed to rest, designed to find peace even in the midst of life's inevitable challenges. You have everything you need within you right now to begin this journey back to restful nights and energetic days. If this message found you at just the right moment, if something in these words resonated with the tiredness in your bones and the hope in your heart, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Tell me where you're watching from, and if you're ready to start your own journey back to peaceful sleep, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss the gentle wisdom we share here. If you know someone who's been struggling with sleepless nights, someone who needs to hear that they're not broken and it's not too late, please share this video with them. Sometimes the kindest thing we can do is remind someone that healing is possible, that rest is their birthright, and that their body still remembers how to find peace. Thank you for being here, for trusting me with your time, and for believing that better nights are not just possible, they're waiting for you.